Good morning students. Students, today we are going to start with next type of tags. So in the previous lecture we have studied about formatting tags, that what type of formatting we can perform on a web page by using different types of tags. So in the previous lecture we have studied about bold, italic, underline, subscript, superscript, and we have also studied about different heading tags which are available to write the headings in different font size. So that was all about heading tags, and we have also studied about basic structure of HTML and how we have to execute a code. Now we have to start with next category of tags. So students, different types of tags are available in HTML, and we are going to start with this category. So the very first tag is header tag. So students, I have taken one example. This is the example. So this is how we can make use of tag to create different sections. So I have mentioned all the sections differently in this image. So that it will be more clear to you. So let's start with the very first tag, that is header tag. Header tag defines a header for a document or for a section. So if you have to define a header or a section, so you can make use of this tag. So this is header tag. Next tag is NAV tag, that is navigation tag. Navigation tag is if you have to create links and if you have to provide navigational links, then you can make use of navigation tag. So it defines a container for navigation links. So this is navigation tag. So how we can make use of navigational links to create navigational links. So we can make use of navigation tag to create navigational links. Next is section tag. Now what is section tag? Section tag defines a section in a document. So look at this image. For example, section is how we can divide entire web page into different sections, and for example we have to write different things, and what is the procedure to divide the areas. So for division of this we can make use of section. So it defines a section in a document. So look at this image. So for example, this is a particular section. So we can make use of section tag to define this particular section. Now next tag is article tag. Article is if you have to write any article inside the section, and if you have to write article in independent area, so you can make use of article tag. So students, HTML provides us facility that we can make use of different types of tags which are already built in. We just have to write the name of the tag. So article tag defines an independent self-contained article. So this is how we can create independent article. So if you have to create article, you have to make use of article tag. Then you can write anything, whatever you want in this section and article. Next is aside tag. Now what is aside tag? It defines content apart from the content like a sidebar. So for example, if you have to write something on the side of the web page, like either on the left side or right side. So if you have to write content on any of the side of the web page, then you can make use of aside tag. So look at this tag. So this is aside tag, which is on the right side of this web page. Now next tag is footer tag. Now what is footer tag? Footer tag defines a footer for a document or a section. I hope that many of you must know that what is footer, because we also use footers in normal web Word documents. So this is how we make use of footer to define if we want to write some name, page number, etc. So we can simply write it by using footer. So similarly we can also make use of footer in a web page. So why we use footer in a web page? For example, this website is of a particular company. They want to write their name as in footer. They want to write their something special in the footer. they want to write page number, whatever they want to write, they can write in a footer. So this is the footer part. Now next tag is details. It defines additional details. So if you want to write additional details, you can make use of this tag. So students, HTML provides us different types of tags by using which we can create this type of web page. So on this type of web page, we can simply create headers, navigational links, sections, a site, footer, a site. So these all are the tags. Now I have taken one example that if you have to write these tags inside HTML document, if you want to create any web page of this style, so how you have to apply these tags in HTML code. So I will show you by taking an example that how you have to write this code in the HTML. So let's start with this. So this is the example. So let's suppose students, we have to create this type of web page. We want to write something in the headers, navigational links, section, article, a site and footer. So first of all, we have to create structure of this format. So once we are done with the structure, then we can simply give the text whatever we want to write inside the header, inside the navigational link. So let's start with this. So the very first line is doc type HTML. So doc type HTML tells us that we are using HTML5. Next is HTML. This is the starting of the HTML page. Now head tag, you know that inside the HTML we make use of head tag, and inside the head tag we use title tag, whatever title we want to give to our web page. So this is the opening of the head tag. Inside the head tag we have used title tag. Now it is your choice. You can also write the title in the next line, but you can also write in the same line. So this is the start of the title tag. Now let's suppose we want to write title as your website. So this is the title, your website, and this is the end of the title tag. Now this is the end of the head tag. So till this we have completed the head part where we have given the title. Now we have to start with the body tag. So this is the opening of the body tag. So inside the body tag, the first tag is header tag. So header tag is used to create headers. Now this is header tag. Inside the header tag we want to create navigational link tag. So for this we have to use NAV tag, navigational tag. We have already studied in the previous slide. So inside the header tag, this is navigational tag. So you can write in the navigational tag whatever you write and whatever you want to write, and this is the end of the navigational tag. After the navigational tag, this is the end of the header tag. So this is how you have to write header tag and then navigational. Now after the header tag, the next tag is section tag. So let's suppose we want to create section. So we have to open section tag. So this is section tag. Inside the section tag, if we want to create or if you want to create article, so you have to write article tag inside the section tag. So this is the opening of the section tag and this is the opening of the article tag. So article tag will appear inside the section tag. And this is the end of the article tag, end of section tag. So we have completed this part. Now if you want to create a site, so you have to open a site tag and you have to close a site tag. So you have to write the content here, whatever you want to write. Now this is the opening of the footer tag and this is footer tag. So we are already done with this article tag and a site tag. Now we have to deal with the footer tag. So for this, whatever you want to write in the footer, you have to write your text here. So this is the opening of the footer tag, then you have to write the text. This is the end of the footer tag, close of the body tag, close of the HTML tag. It indicates the end of the HTML page. So this is how students you have to create this type of structure by using these tags. So you just simply have to Open the tag, write the text and then close the tag. Now we will check this by executing this. So let's start. I will show you just by writing one thing on the web page. So let's suppose we have write the code in the notepad, HTML head, title, head, close. Inside the header tag, I have given the word as hello. So I'm just showing you header. So the word is hello and this is navigational, end of navigational header. So this is the same code. Now let's check the output. So see students, this is the outputs of the code. So it has just print the header. So in the header I have given the text as hello, so it is displayed as a header. So this is how you can make use of all the tags to create this type of web page. Now let's move to next tag. The next tag is image tag. This is very important tag and very useful tag. Now what is image tag and why we use image tag? Image tag is used to apply the image on a web page. So if you want to apply image on a web page, then you can simply make use of image tag. So HTML provides us facility that we can make use of this tag to apply different types of images on the web page. So if you have to use or if you have to apply image on the web page, so it is mandatory that you must know the source of the image. Source of the image means path of the image, because you have to attach the image. So in this tag we also have to study different attributes of image tag. Attributes means what are the properties of image tag. So let's start with the image tag. The tag is ing tag. So if you have to apply image on your web page, so you have to use this tag ing. So see students, you do not have to write image. The name of the tag is ing. So you have to make use of this word only, img. So img tag is used to insert an image within a web page and it has following attributes. So the attributes of image tag is source. The first attribute is source. Now what is source? Source is src. Source means you must know that from where you have to copy the image, or you must know the path of the image, because it is your choice. We can apply the image by using two methods, by simply copy the image in and we can also write the path of the image. So source attribute is used to specify the path of an image. The popular extensions of image files are, these are the most common image files that we make use as png file, jpg file, gif file. So you can make use of any of the format, and source tag is used to give the path of the image. Now next attribute of img tag is height. Now why we use height tag? Height tag is used to specify the height of the image. Height of the image means if you are applying image on a web page, so let's suppose you have to decide the height of the image. So you can simply give the height of the image by using height attribute. So specifies heights of the image in pixels. So you have to write the value in the pixels. Next is width. It specifies the width of the image. Width of the image in pixels. So if you have to give the height and width, so you can simply make use of height and width attribute. Now next attribute is alt, alternate text. Now what is alternate text? So this is also known as alternate text. it specifies the description of the image. So for example, if we are applying image and we want to write a description of the image in just 2-3 words, but it is not it will not display on your web page, but it is for the programmer or for the developer who is developing. It helps to them to understand that what is the alternate text regarding the image. So for this we make use of ALT attribute. So I hope it is clear to you student that what is image tag and why we use image tag. So image tag is used to insert image on a web page. It is used to apply image on a web page, and whenever we have to apply image we must have to use source. This is very important. We cannot apply image without using source attribute. So if you have to use source attribute, you have to write src because it is used to specify the path of an image. And whenever we have to write the path of the image, we also have to write the extension of the image. So these are the most common extensions like PNG, JPG and GIF. So see students, if you do not write image extensions correctly, then your image will not be displayed on your web page. And whereas height and width attribute is used to select the height and the width of the image that will be displayed on the web page. Now let's move to next. The next tag is horizontal ruled line. Now what is horizontal ruled line? Horizontal tag is used to apply horizontal rule on your web page. If you want to apply rule as in line, if you want to apply horizontal rule in your line, then HTML provides us facility that we can make use of this tag. So if you have to apply horizontal rule, you have to make use of HR tag. So what is HR tag? HR tag is used to display horizontal ruled line. It is a singular tag. So singular tag means we do not have to close that tag. The attributes with HR tag. So you can also apply different properties on horizontal rule tag. So if you want to apply, for example, the attribute is color. So color attribute is used to set the color of the horizontal rule line. So you can apply any of the color that you want to apply. So color tag sets color for the horizontal ruled line. So students, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will start with the next category of HTML tags. Tomorrow we will start with table tag. This is very important tag. So in tomorrow's video we will learn how we have to create table and how we have to make use of different tags to create table. So in today's lecture we have studied different types of tags where we have studied header, navigation, section, article, aside, footer and details. After that we have studied example, and after that we have studied image tag and horizontal rule tag. So students, that's all for today. Tomorrow we will start with next topic of this unit, that is table. How we have to create table in HTML and how we have to create table on a web page. So that's all for today.